Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and today I'm going to do a sort of restock, but it's kind of changed around a little bit. I've done the lily koi or passion fruit soap before. I'm going to use basically the same colors, and I'm going to rename this soap Passion Power. Passion flowers are like one of my favorite flowers there are, and I'll show you some photos of that as I do the color tutorial. But this is my older version of lily koi, and I really do like it, but I think I can improve upon it. What I did in this case was I had two different kinds of purples that I combined in an in-pot swirl. I poured it into the mold, and I did the same thing with white and green, but there's not the kind of contrast that I really want, so I'm going to just change the way I pour it. In this case, I think I'm just going to do a drop pour, and we'll just kind of see what happens. So let's get started. Okay, so I want to show you just something that's really subtle, and I hope it comes across on video. I've already put just a plain old purple next to a green, and they look really nice together, pretty much like a Mardi Gras situation, and you know, that's very bright and intense at the same time. But talking about complementary colors again, those are the colors that are right across each other from the color wheel. But you know, notice that here's this sort of purpley color, and right across from it is not green, it's yellow. So that would really provide the best contrast, the most contrast. And here we are kind of straying in this direction. So they can still look nice together. It's just not what I'm going to be talking about today. But I'm going to show you how I tweak this a little bit. I'm going to go for more of a reddish violet purple color. So I've added some red to the purple, and I'm going to put right across from it, I'm going to be using a yellow green. So here's my yellow green here, and put right next to it the sort of reddish purple that I'm going to be using. And there's a reason that I want to do that, and that's because when I look at passion flowers, I'll show you this one here, it's closer to the colors of, you know, a reddish purple, and I really do like purple right next to a light, like sort of light lime green color, and that's what I'm going to shoot for today. But in addition to that, just to make it a little bit more interesting, I am going to go back and add a little bit of the darker green, because if you look at the picture, there's always some darker green with that lime green, and I'm also going to be putting that deeper purple. So these are the color schemes that I'm combining. It's basically this in addition to a sort of more reddish purple and a lime green. And then of course I'm going to have the addition of white, because I think it really does brighten up the soap a bit. So let's show you what I do as far as the soap is concerned. I meant to show you one more thing about color. In this case, the fragrance oil is very yellow. That's what actually reminded me to tell you this too. Not only the additional colors that you add to soap, but the color that the soap becomes because of the oils or the fragrances really sort of almost can sabotage what your efforts are with color. Just to show you that the other way that complementary colors work is, sure, they provide a lot of contrast, but they also do something that you don't want when they're mixed together. They brown each other out. So because this color, the color that I'm going to be using, the purples in particular, are going to be mixing with the fragrance oil that's yellow, I don't want to get that browning effect. Even though it doesn't turn brown, it might just take some of the intensity of the purple away. So just make sure that you have some extra colorant or titanium dioxide to take away some of the yellow before you mix these colors, particularly yellow. Yellow is probably the most, the color that we're up against the most often when we make up our soap batter. So that's why people have a hard time with purples. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, there's really no need to bore you with doing the same thing all over again. So if you want to look at how I blend this stuff, you can look at some previous videos. So let me just get this all ready for the colors. so camera wanted to cut off on me too, so sometimes those things happen. So let's get the lighter color in there first. And I want to combine that with the lightest color, which is this creamy yellow, with the darkest color, which is purple. And it's slowed down since it started to speed up, so I'm going to do it in the pot swirl there and keep some of this for the top. Luckily, I had enough titanium dioxide in there to maintain a sort of creamy color. Combine the green and the purple. I think, let me pour in the bigger pot. I do like this green that resulted. And I just got another idea of what I'm going to do on this. Since the batter is so thick, this is going to kind of lay on top a little bit. So I'm going to do a spoon swirl, I think, in addition to this, to get all those colors to integrate a bit. And get my spoon. It's really heating up too. I just got that. A feel of that. And I got the extra off the spoon. And I'm just going to plop in all the extra colors up on top. I may not have captured the first part of the colors and pouring, but pound that down. I am going to texturize the top on this. Okay, I'm going to pound that down. I will not have to worry about it being thick enough to do a textured top. And I decide to do a textured top because the flower, the passion flower, is so textured that it makes sense to texture the top of this soap. This was not what I was counting on at all, but I feel pretty confident that it will look nice with some surprises for me. Of course, every time you make soap, it's a surprise what you get inside. Just added a little bit of glitter to this one in particularly. So this one is called Passion Power. It's a different look, more different than I was counting on, of my lily koi soap. So I'll edit this together after I cut it. And I'll be crossing my fingers in the meantime too. This is Clyde at Vibrant Soap. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all your comments. And thanks to all of you who have subscribed. We'll see you later. Bye. Okay, there's the top to my latest version of lily koi. I'm calling this Passion Power. And let's get this ready to cut. Remember that this started to accelerate on me, so I didn't get to do what I really intended, but I think I improvised, and I think I am going to be pleased with what I get. It's a little different. I think I said in the video that sometimes you make something up when things don't go right, and it leads to something unintended and cool. And this gelled, so it's cutting really nice. I'm very happy with the correct, well, not correct, but I'm happy with the intensity of the colors that I got. Which is fine with me. Looks like some kind of sherbet. I like that one. Still trying to figure out why it really accelerated on me before the fragrance went in. Soap has a mind of its own sometimes, I think. I like that green with right next to the two versions of not quite purple, it's kind of like a magenta. I have one more cut. Wow, I really like my soaps to gel. Get more intense colors that way. And this is the sample slice. Came out cool too. I'm going to put this one up here too because I really think this one looks like it's blossoming. Okay, so this has been the making of and cutting of Passion Power, scented with passion fruit. And I'll get these cleaned up and finish the video and share it with you all. See you later. Bye.